Hi, 4th grade. Hope you guys are doing awesome on week 2 as we've been working our way through double-digit multiplication. I wanted to do a quick video here to show you just a couple of things. So you guys have been working with, starting with 2-digit by 2-digit, where one of your numbers was a multiple of 10. Started looking at your 4 partial products, and that moved us into different area models where we're able to start looking at 2 partial products, which leads us into the standard algorithm. Okay, so really trying to understand what it is we're doing, not just step 1, step 2, step 3. Why are we doing step 1? Why is that answer the way that it is? So just wanted to take a couple of seconds here on lesson 38 and just kind of show you guys a couple of things. So the first problem on the problem set that they went over on that first video is 54 times 23. Okay, and so they did this area model for you and put 54 across the top. I'll go ahead and do this for you guys just so you can understand what I'm saying here. And so if we are taking our 54 and then we're going to decompose that 20 into 20 and 3, we're going to end up with 2 partial products. Okay? And so we can come over here and we can say, well, 54 times 3 gives me 162. And if we're struggling with how I'm doing that, you can come over here and nobody's telling you can't write it and do it, right? In your video, they bring their 1 that they carry down here. It's perfectly fine. I still am in the habit of bringing mine up. So it's really whatever works best for you. Just get in a habit and stay in that habit, okay? And then they're taking 54 times 20, okay? 54 times 20. Well, we can pretend the 0 isn't there, and we can say this is 108. That 0 is still there, and we can just bring it down. We know that we can multiply something without that multiple of 10, and we're just adding a 0 onto the end of it. 1080 is 10 times bigger than 108. So this is going to be 1080 in here. And then if we add these 2 together, okay, so if we moved this 162 over, we can add those 2 partial products and get 1,242, okay? All right. So I just wanted to show you something. Another problem, for example, if we're doing 54 times 46. Okay, so I'm going to show you this 2 different ways. When we set up and we do our standard algorithm, what are we doing? Well, we're finding 2 partial products. Okay, I'm going to do this in a couple different colors for you. So the first thing we're multiplying is 54 times 6, right? 54 times 6. That's step number 1. Okay, that's step number 1. That goes right here. Okay? And then the next thing that we're multiplying is we're taking that 54 and we're multiplying it by this 4. This 4 is in the tens place. Okay, so it's actually 40. So we're taking 54 times 40. So as we go through, if we're doing step 1, and this is 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, we're going to bring my 2 up. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 2 is 32. Now, back in the day when I learned it, when your parents learned it, we just were taught, bring down the 0, bring down the 0. Well, we do, right? We're going to put a 0 there. We're putting a placeholder there. And that's great. Now you know why. We're putting that 0 there because we're multiplying by 40. So when we look at this on step number 2, excuse me, it says in 4 times 4, right? This is 4 ones times 40. Okay, and so did I say that right? I did. Okay, so 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, 16. Okay, and so that's really 160. right? So we're taking this 1 up here to the hundreds place, where we're going to be in our hundreds in just a minute, because this is 40 times 50. Okay, so 40 times 50 is 200, plus this other one hanging out. Okay, and we would add those and get 2,484. What we are finding in 5th grade especially, and even beyond, when we don't understand why we're putting this 0 here, a lot of our students are forgetting to put that 0 there. Okay, so when we're asking ourselves those questions, which is they've been showing you, this is 6 ones times 4 ones. Okay, 6 ones times 5 tens. And so that's really why there. I do want to show you one more thing here that's really cool, that actually Mrs. Bullish showed me that works great, and it really saves some confusion in my opinion. So we're going to take our 54, whatever we're multiplying, whatever this number is, okay, that's what we're going to put on the top. Doesn't matter which way. And then this number, we're going to break this apart, okay? So we know that this is 40 and 6. All right, so I'm going to take, it doesn't really matter which way you go with this, so I guess we'll start with our 40 so we don't get confused. Okay, but I'm going to pretend the 0 isn't really there. So I'm going to multiply by 4. I'm going to put the 0 there because I don't want to forget it, okay? But for right now, I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist, okay? So I'm just going to multiply 54 times 4. Well, 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Now, don't forget to bring down the 0, okay? And you'll see right now, guess what? That matches to that. So now on the next step, I'm going to take the 54, and I'm going to multiply it by 6. Okay, we can do this multiplication in our sleep, right? So 6 times 4 is 24, 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. What? All right, so now we can see that that partial product matches this partial product. At this point in time, we can add these two partial products together. And get 2,484, which had better be the same because we're multiplying the same thing. So it's really cool. It works all the time, no matter what. So if you had a big number, let's say we had 1,245 times, let's say 326. All right, well, I'm going to do 1,245 times 300. And I'm going to go 1,245 times 20. And I'm going to go 1,245 times 6. And I'm going to do my multiplication on each of those and then add those partial products together. It works. It isn't as confusing. Now, standard algorithm, I love it. It has a place. We all need to know it. We all need to learn it. Okay, but when we're getting into these big numbers, we have to make sure that we understand exactly which steps we're taking here. So if this is still a struggle and we're losing our place, okay, think about going to this method. Okay? It doesn't matter how you get there. We just have to get there. All right? I hope that helps. On your test that you have tomorrow, you just have to find the answer, okay? It doesn't say which way you have to do. Yes, you may have to draw an area model for some, which would be like this, okay? But you can do it in 4-step partial product. You can do it in the 2-step partial products. You can break it apart. You won't have any numbers that big for sure, but like this, you could break it apart like those as well. So I hope that helps.